Greetings, my scattered brothers and sisters in the Lord. Trust you know the Lord is with you wherever you find yourself scattered today, and that you know that His presence with you is more than enough for whatever you might face today. We are moving on in 1 Peter, and we actually come to a change in metaphors. So we're picking that up at chapter 2, verse 4. As you come to Jesus, the living stone, rejected by humans but chosen by God and precious to Him, you also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. Probably the dominant metaphor up to this point has been new birth. You've been born again into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. You've been born again, and so crave the pure spiritual milk as a baby craves milk that will make you grow strong. So pretty much an individualistic focus in terms of the new birth and craving this pure spiritual milk. Well, what happens in chapter 2, verse 4 there, as you come to Him, as you come to Jesus, the living stone that was rejected by men but chosen and precious to God, you're being built together as living stones. And so the shift is from new birth to becoming a temple, and that Jesus is the living stone. And then as we come to Him, we're being built together so that we become alive, we become living stones, but we're built together into a spiritual house, into a priesthood. And together we offer spiritual sacrifices that are acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. And so the shift is not simply from new birth to a building to a temple, but there's a new emphasis as well, and that is on our life together collectively. And so new birth, kind of an individualistic emphasis about what God has done for me and how I need to grow into that salvation. And then I'm not left in isolation. I don't live this new life alone, but I'm being built together with you into a temple, into a spiritual house, into a holy priesthood that is to offer acceptable spiritual sacrifices to God through Jesus Christ. And so our lives together, how we care for each other, how we love each other, how we build each other up, and then our witness to the world in terms of how we care and minister to those beyond kind of the church walls, if you will, that all of that is to be offered up to God as a spiritual sacrifice through Christ Jesus. We are to play this priestly role together in the world, where God's blessings flow through us, where we bring the needs of the world to God, as well as the needs of each other to God, and to where we make known, we teach the ways of God. And so there'll be more emphasis on this in the coming verses or the coming paragraphs. But for right now, the main thing to get is that I don't have this new life just so that I can live it alone. Rather, we're being built together into a priesthood, into a temple where God resides, where it's evident that God is present. And through the power of the Spirit in our lives, we offer spiritual sacrifices to God through Christ. Well, wherever you find yourself scattered today, scattered though you may be, realize that you are being built together with all of us to be a temple where God resides, to be a priesthood that offers spiritual sacrifices to God through Jesus Christ. So God bless, and wherever you're scattered, know that you belong to the temple of Jesus Christ, built together, and He's the living stone that makes us all alive. God bless.